In this July month lecture video series, we are going to see the topic active voice, passive voice, along with that impersonal passive voice. So, first of all, we should know the definition for what is active voice and what is passive voice, and what we are going to do with that impersonal passive voice and its real-time applications. So most of the time why people is not comfortable with the grammar topic, in the sense they do not understand the real-time applications where I'm supposed to use this active voice structure, or else passive voice structure, and or else impersonal passive form and all. So as you all know that we'll approach the topic with the 5 stages of design thinking. So similarly I have done it here for the same topic also. So in a part of empathize and define, we are just try to understand the topic with examples and the key concepts which is related to that. And in a part of ideate and prototype, we are demarcating the sentence, that is the sentence can be divided into SVO pattern. So the long sentence can be converted into a small chunks, so that will be helpful us to find out the subject and what is the performance of verb in that particular sentence. And in a part of test and reflect, we can practice it with more number of exercise and giving the continuous feedback about that mistakes, or else the corrected portions you can learn it in a better way. So next thing is that we are going to see about the definition part of active and passive voice. So active voice is defined as the subject is the performer of an action. Similar way, in passive voice, subject is the receiver of an action. So this will be the basic definition. So throughout performing the examples, this particular concept will not be changed. And another thing I would like to add it here, so you may remember about the tenses. So in tenses we studied about how the time indicates the action. So through that time determines the action, we can able to identify exactness of it, right? Similar way, in this active and passive voice, what we are doing in this sense, what are all the sentences are available in active voice, which is in tenses are in active voice, whereas the passive voice answer is we are giving in a mere equivalent form. So this is the basic concept. It's not like a if suppose if your sentence is in a simple present tense, and there is no need to change the sentence into past tense or some other form. So overall we have 12 types of forms of tenses, right? So all those 12 forms of tenses are in active voice. So for the 12 forms we have only 8 equivalent in passive structure. So why I'm meaning 8 equivalents, in the sense like a future continuous tense along with that future perfect continuous tense, they do not have the passive structure. So apart from that, what are all the things we are supposed to follow in the sense, so to change active sentence into passive voice, you are supposed to identify the subject of the sentence and the verb form along with the object part also. While identifying the verb, you have to confirm the tense form, because the major part is that do not change the tense form of a given sentence. If you are changing the tense form in the sense, then you are making mistake. So here we have the small picture which is connect with the transformation of active and passive voice. So here comes the points what we have discussed so far. Change the subject, in the sense we'll start with the identify tense. So for the transformation, the very basic step is that when you are given with a sentence, do identify the tense form of a sentence and demarcate the sentence. In the sense, divide the sentence and just make it as a separate part as subject, verb and object pattern, and change the object into subject place. And similar way, once you are changed based on the subject preposition, that is based on its availability, singular, plural, you can use the helping verb and use past participle followed by the helping verb. Afterwards use the conjunct preposition by. Afterwards you can change the subject into the object place. So by doing this you can able to make exact answer. So what is the secret to avoid make mistake in the sense? Do not change the tense form of a sentence, and do identify it, and also do focus on the verb, and every time you are changing your answer in the passive voice, do mention it in the past participle structure. So we'll discuss more about the application of active voice in another video. Thank you.